Okay, so I just learned something important. And the next time it flashes across the screen that there's something going on with the recording, I guess it means that it is not going to continue on and it is just going to stop. So, this is part two of protecting your energy. And I went on for like another 15 minutes on this. So I will recap to the best of my ability. But when we are looking at the people that are around us, the adjectives that they are using, their mood, when they flip their mood, that's one of the biggest indicators. It reflects almost like a what we would call bipolar, where you have this person that brought in all this energy and all this happiness and whatever the case may be into they are sucking up all your time and your energy, your attention, and um and that's a huge indicator that you have a low vibration that is around you and you need to figure out whether or not you want to invest any more time into this. So an example of something that had happened to me, I did not know anything about energy vampires, and I had never heard of this term before. And someone that I was dating had gone on around my house and was like, "Oh, energy vampires, unplugged all this stuff." Well, I decided to then start unplugging everything in my house. And they went to my house one day when I wasn't there and I had unplugged everything and they were like, "Murmur, it's not working, blah, blah." I'm like, "Well, I unplugged everything if you didn't notice." And I mentioned the energy vampire thing and they didn't even remember saying anything to me about it. But I started to recognize this like complete flip in everything that they were doing and this massive amount of negativity. And I then open up a video or open up my YouTube and this video pops up energy vampire and it literally described what I was experiencing and this person isn't aware of it in any way shape or form. They're not intentionally, I don't believe that they were intentionally doing anything except for responding to their own emotions. However, what I have recognized is that they are able to energetically tap into the things that you are meant to understand and learn about yourself, and they're doing it completely unconsciously. So I have recognized that there is a lower vibrational force that is constantly in my space. And when it's able to puppeteer the people around me, it always shows up in jealousy and anger. It's the weirdest thing because I'm not a jealous person. I have been practicing the art of detachment for a really long time to the point where I sometimes wonder if I even really care about anything anymore. And with jealousy, I look at it like, okay, if there's something that somebody else has that I want, then that's a goal. It's nothing to be negative about. It's like, okay, I want that. How can I have it? Right. So when we talk about protecting our energy, being able to pay attention to the people that are around us, the adjectives that they're using, the energy that they're bringing into our space, is it reflecting almost bipolar where you're getting one version of them one day and then a completely different version of them and they're at total opposite ends of the spectrum? Is it taking up your time? Is it deterring you from what you want? Because you can't listen to the words that people are saying because they're unaware, and what they're saying may not be true. It may be 100% true. The encouragement that they're giving you could be 100% true, but it is a part also of the illusion to deter us from what it is that we're supposed to be doing. And so when we look at the protection of our energy, waking up, shielding your aura before you're going out for the day to deter you from absorbing other people's energy when they're in negative spaces. And I've often referenced the field that I am currently employed in. And it's also motivating me to do something different. Like, I thought I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I had it all mapped out. I went through a couple of different career changes. If you've watched my previous videos, I started out in journalism and writing, and then I went to medical aesthetics. Well, I was an assistant store manager, and I was pretty content actually there and really enjoyed what I did. But I was an assistant store manager, and then I was a medical esthetician. I opened up my own business. Then I was a full-time alcoholic, which I was really good at until I was really bad at it. And then I got into the career field that I'm currently in now. When I got into that field, I said, this is what I want to do. I'm going to be a level 3. And I started out on this path to become a level 3. And I realized, well, okay, I need to get my bachelor's in order to obtain that level 3. And so I got into my bachelor's, and then I realized, okay, that's actually not what I want to do. I'm still in the same field, but this is how I'm changing my direction. This is what I want to do. And now, almost a decade into it, I'm like, I am constantly in distorted energy, constantly in distorted energy. I am often drained from the work that I'm doing. It is certainly not like Groundhog's Day. The only thing that it makes it like Groundhog's Day is the fact that I can guarantee there's a massive amount of chaos that's going to be happening that I'm going to have to manage. And there was a shirt that was on Facebook, and it was like shit show manager. And I was like, God, I need that. I need that. But it is also what has continued to lead me on my path. And when I can look at all the darkness and all the negativity and all the distorted energy that is around me on a daily basis, I'm able to recognize how powerful I am. How flipping negatives into positives is truly a powerful and unique gift for you to be able to obtain. I guarantee you the flexibility and the adversity and being thrown into crazy situations and having to manage a bunch of different things is a superpower if you can do that with the right mindset. To be able to recognize that this day is nothing like what you thought it was going to be like, and things are blowing up, and there's all these fires that have to be put out and all these emotions that have to be managed, and you can do it. Then you are able to build your self-confidence, your self-worth, and to be able to do it with a truly content and inspiring um oops a truly content and inspiring attitude. That is a superpower. That is a gift, and it can feel extremely draining. So back to my original point, which is that we have to protect our energy. And I now recognize that the place that I decided like a long time ago that this is where I want it to be still isn't exactly where I want to be, but every little thing has shaped my path along the way. It has brought me the ability to recognize discernment that's come not only from my workspaces, and I've worked in multiple facets of this field, and all ends of the spectrum. And I am able to bounce back from every little thing. And I recognize how every little place has taught me something different to help me and to where I'm going. And so I don't discount anything. I'm not like, oh no, I wasted all this time. This isn't what I want to do. And what I want to do is completely different than what I'm doing, but it's not all at the same time. And so when I go backwards, I feel like I've actually spent a lifetime in training for what it is that I'm supposed to do. And for me, no time is ever wasted. If you can find the lesson, you don't have to repeat it. If you can lay the boundary where it needs to be laid, eventually you won't need to lay that boundary anymore, because somehow it just automatically exudes out of your aura, your electromagnetic field, and people don't even test you in those ways because it's just a part of your being. It's a part of your character. It's a part of who you want to become and have become. So very important. I'm going to end this like now, but but protect your energy before you go to bed, when you wake up, when you're leaving where you're at. if you're miserable with what you're doing, who you're with, honestly, or your family, your friends, then it's time to protect your energy. Not everybody deserves you. Not everybody. So when you have the discernment to state, I'm not doing this with you anymore because it's like screaming into the void. It's draining me. Or if you are avoiding people, that's another one. Um, and you feel like you're screaming into the void and you're getting nowhere and you're repeating and repeating and repeating with the same people. It's time to let them go. All right, you guys, I love you.